All right, everybody, welcome back to the number one television program in the history of the United States of America and the universe in general. I am Brian Lee Durfee, author of The Forgetting Moon, The Blackest Heart, and The Lonesome Crown, all three books published by Simon & Schuster's Saga Press. Today I am going to be reviewing The Gates of Athens by Conn Iggulden. Now let's talk about the cover first, because I love graphic design and cover illustration. I really quite like this cover. I think it's got an elegant look to it. It's got the picture up here of Athens and the our warrior, and then the nice little section with the title, and then at the bottom we've got the author, and it wraps around real nice. It just kind of looks cool, and I like the gold color. I mean, in a certain light, the gold color glows. You can't really see it in here, but anyway, it's just a dope cover. So, Conn Iggulden is one of our great historical novelists. He's written his 5-book series about Caesar, which I have. He's written his 4-book series about the, what was that? The War of the Roses. I have all those. He's written his 5-book series about Genghis Khan. I've got those. And I'm now just buying some of his other stuff. He's got 2 books in this series about Greece. He's got another book about something else that's in that same region. And then a 4th book also about Greece or somewhere in there. Anyway. But I got to get those. There's those 4 that I'm this, and then 3 more that I don't have that I will be getting. And so he's a great novelist. I kind of tend to think of him as sort of a little bit like Bernard Cornwell, although I do believe Bernard Cornwell's prose is just a little more elegant and poetic. Conn Iggulden's prose is not bad by any means. It gets the job done, certainly. There's just a little more style and flair to Bernard Cornwell than Conn Iggulden. Conn Iggulden is just kind of a straight storyteller. You can tell he's not trying to show off with his writing. Anyway, so we open this book with Darius, who is the great king of kings of Persia, and his son Xerxes, who was just a young boy at the time. And we open with a scene with them where Darius is trying to explain warfare to Xerxes, and they are about to launch off on a campaign to Athens to, things up. Then we've got Xanthippus. Now, 80% of the book is told through the eyes of Xanthippus. Now, he is a soldier in Athens. We get to know his family, his children, his wife. We get to feel through their sort of, as they speak to their father Xanthippus and stuff like this, they are very afraid of war. They know that war is coming. They know that their city of Athens might be besieged and destroyed. Their father is a soldier and he will be at the front lines of this. So we really get a sense of imminent dread just based off of Xanthippus and the interaction he has with his wife and kids. And it just kind of spells out the horrors of war for a family back in those days, and how they would just worry constantly and live in fear of what was happening to their husband and father as he's off on these crazy, bloody, brutal, grim, awful wars. And he really, Conn Iggulden does a great job of just letting the reader know that things are going to happen and it's going to be sad. And that's it. I mean, that's pretty much what happens in this book. Is there's 2 battles, and we'll get to those. What's his name? Xanthippus has these 2 cohorts, Cimon and Miltrades. And so throughout the whole book, Cimon and Miltrades, we get to know them pretty well too. But we're starting to wonder: are they friends? Are they traitors? Are they going to betray our main guy? What's going to happen with them? And this novel actually spans 10 years, and it covers 2 battles. The Battle of Marathon and the Battle of Thermopylae. Now, I'm not going to tell you anything about those. I don't want to spoil the ending. But let's just say Darius the Great, the king of kings of Persia, and his mighty Persian army they're Their goal is to subjugate the Greeks. And that's what's going on throughout this book. And the Greeks just have to battle them off and battle them off. Vastly outnumbered, the Athenians, led by this clever and fearsome and cunning Xanthippus. Will they win the day? Do they win the day? How many battles are they going to have to fight? How many battles are they going to have to be outnumbered and come and win? And how does history play out in all of this? Amidst political corruption, traitors in their midst, exiles that are switching sides, schemes and plots and political things going on behind the scenes. A lot of that. There's like actual scenes where they're in kind of a judge's chamber. There's actually like a court proceedings. And how does everybody survive towards the last stand? I mean, and the last stand comes as the Athenians and the Spartans, vastly outnumbered, go against the Persian army, Darius and his great Persian army, and his son Xerxes at the pass of Thermopylae. And that's where it all kind of climaxes, and it's just a good, solid historical novel that has a sequel. I think the sequel is called The Protector. I don't have it yet. But I liked this book quite a bit. I did. It's a quick read. I mean, it's only 400 pages. I read it in a day. It was exciting. I mean, a lot of bloody battles and blood and guts, and a very, very heartfelt story with, I liked the side plot of Xanthippus and his children and wife, and how they were dealing with all of this. Probably as much, if not more, than I liked the battles and the court proceedings and all the political intrigue and backstabbings and stuff. I'm going to give this a solid 9.0 out of 10.0. That's basically a 9 out of 10.